You can go ahead and get started.
Guys, you guys go ahead and get started, or do you want me
Oh, okay.
to?
Not really, just
You go ahead.
Okay. Obviously, coach, this is, the end of the regular season. How do you assess how your team is kind of playing at this moment heading into, what is going to be a tournament, it's an ACC tournament?
Yeah, I think we're playing with a lot of confidence. I know I kind of mixed up the lineups and it made the game look a little bit different than what it could have looked like. But, I think you saw in the first quarter or first half how well we're gelling and how moving the ball and kind of, I think we took the air out of them in the first half. And I thought last game we really played well together. And finally, we're getting to a point where we're making our shots, playing inside out. So our inside is performing, our outside is performing at a high clip. And, I'm anxious to get to this ACC tournament and see what we can do.
Yeah. What do you see? I'm curious, what do you see as the potential of this team and what is it going to take to hit that potential?
I think when we're all playing together, like we say, 5 together is 1 on the court and everybody is firing and playing to the best of their individual ability, but collectively as a whole, I don't think there is much of a limit. I think we could be a really, really good ACC team and go on to the NCAA tournament and make some noise there.
Coach, obviously, when you get up by a lead, there's a tendency, like you said, to shift things around and maybe try out different lineups. Is when you do that, when you see different combinations, are there positives and negatives that you kind of saw from that you can then take away and move into the, as you get to the ACC tournament?
Yeah, I think the negatives were just like we just didn't take care of the ball. We got very lackadaisical. I think we ended the first half with 7 turnovers, and then we had, 16 in the second half. And I think that's a lot to do with us playing some younger players, but I think the intensity level which those younger players play has to be picked up. Like this was a great opportunity for them to get ACC experience, and I thought that they got to learn to play a little bit harder because they're very talented. I think our second group is a really talented group, but it's that intensity level that has to make that big shift to really be good in the ACC. And I think they probably saw that. And so I think the positive is that they'll grow from that experience and they'll learn from this. Any more questions?
Yeah.
Yeah. Are you,
Go ahead.
Oh, all right. So you said all season that your goal when you came into this job was to make the ACC tournament, and now you're so close to that. Is that been on your mind the whole season, or are you still thinking about the ACC tournament, or how does that play into your motivations over the next week?
We're definitely 1 game at a time right now. So we're focused solely right now on the ACC tournament, and our first game on Thursday is who we're going to put all of our energy into. But yes, as a whole, that has been our goal for the last few years, is to make the NCAA tournament. So that is our ultimate goal. But nonetheless, we take 1 game at a time because you can't look too far ahead. Basketball is a fast-moving, high-octane season, so we've got to just take 1 game at a time.
Taylor, obviously, the core of this team, or a good amount of the core, has been around for a while. Obviously, complemented by some of the freshmen. So I'm curious from your perspective, where is this team at right now compared to other years, and just like how do you feel about this roster?
I think that we've just gotten a lot more mature as we've grown. Obviously, it comes with experience. And just being in situations like where teams going on a big run, we have to step in and kind of slow that down. But yeah, I think we have a younger group that, as long as they're willing to learn and they're willing to be coachable, they're gonna fill some big shoes. But I think right now we just have a mature, older team that knows what it takes to win big games. So
They're just gonna ask you this question.
I couldn't write myself. Yeah.
Cameron, how would you say this team, to combine the veterans with the freshmen, what does it take to sort of get everyone clicking at once for your upcoming ACC tournament run?
I think we click very well off the court, and I think that does translate to on the court, and I think it helps a lot. And as he said, just getting them to follow, come in with intensity, coming in, being ready to play a whole time, being engaged, everything. And I think with those younger ones, that's something sometimes can be a struggle, but I think that they have the best group of seniors to lead them to be that player who's ready to come in whenever, ready to come in and be intense on defense and offense, be focused and know scout and everything. So I think that, I mean, they have a great group of seniors who are going to lead them and teach them that. And I think that everyone's really ready for this ACC.
Yeah, like how excited are you guys? Like, are you almost like already after the buzzer sounds counting down the days till the next one?
Yeah.
Yeah, it'll be good. I'm excited to get back to school for a hot side. I'm
Yeah.
sick and tired of wearing the same tracksuit for 5 days straight. So,
Yes.
so some new clothes will definitely be nice, but then it's always good to go out on the road and compete and see where we match up.
Cam, you became the 1,000-point scorer in your. Also, I have to apologize that I have to hold on to this one. I'm trying. She's crying, so I apologize if it's like I'm trying to hit the mute button. But for you hit 1,000 points today. You're the third member of this team that has 1,000 career points. So, I don't know if you knew that was on the horizon, but just how'd that feel?
It felt good. I feel like that's always a good milestone accomplishment for everyone. And I think this year, having those 3 people and do it in 1 year is, I would say, pretty amazing and not really common. And that this shows how much that we all contribute and we all do something, we all score, we all are there contributing. So I think it was very impressive. Yeah.
I'm proud. I told her I'm assisting it. I didn't pass the ball, but I set a nice screen.
You still think people are.
Yeah.